I guess first, just you announced the decision to come back. What went into that for you? And you guys have talked about unfinished business, all those things. What was it for your decision coming back?
Yeah, it was a lot of different things. Truthfully, just sat down with my family, talked to them about it, and the biggest thing is I bought into Coach Freeze and his staff. You know, I have 100% belief in them and everything they're doing, and I just want to be a part of something special. I really believe that we can do that here at Auburn, and you know, I'm just going to continue to buy into their leadership, continue to buy into the game plan they have for our team, and ultimately try to do something special here for the fans. You know, so that's what we're pushing towards this offseason. That's the standard that we're setting. It's a new standard. We understand we made a bowl game this year, so it's a developmental thing, and you know, we have a new goal set for next year. So just the biggest thing is just building something, and something that's going to be remembered.
How important is it to be one of those leaders? You've been one of those for a while, but you and Keontae will now come back and be one of those older guys. Is that already something that you're thinking about?
Yeah, it's just bringing the young guys along. You know, we're trying to set a new standard for the next generation of the Auburn Tigers, and that's the biggest thing. Just coming in and the guys gravitating toward you, and just having somebody to lean on. You know, I remember coming into college football, and I remember as a freshman, every single senior that helped me in my development. Like I contact them now, and I tell them how much I'm grateful for them and what they did for me, and just seeing them prepare, seeing them be pros. So I felt like, you know, in terms of the young guys, they need to see somebody do it, and you know, who else better than you know, me and Keontae. So we want to continue to build upon that.
Eugene, you talked about being a leader. You got 3, I think, true freshmen working with you in both practice.
Yeah.
What's it been like with those young guys? What have you seen out of them?
Good. I mean, they come in, they're hungry. You can tell they're hungry. They want to go out there and perform. And they have so much talent. You know, each one of them is showing so many things on film. So we're just going to continue to try to teach them technique. We're going to continue to try to teach them our scheme, and then just continue to teach them how to prepare as a linebacker. You know, I remember personally me being in high school, it was kind of see ball, get ball, and flying around and just playing fun. So we just want to teach them the technical side of football. We want to teach them what to look at, and you know, it's just how to read offenses and, you know, command a defense. So it's a little bit of a leadership piece that they have to develop, but all those guys have ability, and we're extremely excited to have them here.
Has Joe Phelps been working with you guys, or the Jacks, or a little bit of both?
No, he's been working with us. He's been working with the inside backers, and he's somebody that is a great player. He's physical, fast, and he just flies around the field. So we see that ability in him, and we're going to continue to help him develop that ability. So.
The linebacker room, you'll have a year experience with the staff. You'll have some new guys coming in. Do you feel like you guys can be more impactful, I guess, for the defense next year?
Yeah, 100%. You know, being a linebacker, you take a lot of pride in how you perform, and you want to be a staple of the defense. You want to be somebody that they can count on. So, as for myself, man, I've just been reflecting on things I can improve on, and I'm just taking notes and just being very critical of myself. I've always been very critical of myself, and I try to always evaluate myself in the hardest manner and improve upon this offseason. So, you know, this offseason is a lot of things I want to hammer away and improve upon.
How important is that in going into a second year of the defense, where you're comfortable in the scheme and you can kind of play fast and cut things loose? Have you felt that growing even throughout this season?
Yeah, I felt that growing throughout the season. And then just being the second year of the defense, another selling point to me about coming back was, you know, Eugene, you know, you're so comfortable right now, but imagine how comfortable you'll be next year, and being in the system, and knowing all the calls, and not being a first year defense. And certainly something that I was like, man, this is something that will help me tremendously being out there. And I understand that truthfully. I understand how the development from year 1 to year 2. Not just myself, personal development, but year 1 to year 2 as a team. So,
this scheme, as you've grown into it, do you feel like this is a perfect fit for you, that aggressive style to allow you to get after the quarterback and do a lot of things you're doing?
Yeah, certainly, because you know, the way Coach Roberts calls it, he wants his backers coming downhill and attacking. You know, we're not flat-footed sitting there and just waiting for offensive linemen to run up to us. We're engaging and striking offensive linemen and striking tight ends and blitzing and covering, and it can come from anywhere. So it's certainly something I really do enjoy, and he's unique in how he calls it. He's a unique defensive coordinator, and he's one of the best in the business. So.
Just the challenge now facing a wide open offense, going to throw it around a bunch. What do you see out of this Maryland group?
Certainly, air raid style. I respect Coach Loxley. He recruited me out of high school. He's a great offensive mind. I understand what he does as a head coach and as a play caller. So he's certainly somebody I truly do respect. And they have great concepts over there. They have a lot of great things they do. They like getting the ball to their playmakers, and it's going to be a great challenge for us. It's going to be challenging to me coverage-wise, and getting me in different areas where I had to cover, and that is certainly something that I want to show and continue to develop. So it's going to be a great challenge, and we're excited to go against them.
You're talking about building something special, and the goals for next year. How much can a bowl game for y'all kind of help get y'all in that right direction for 2020?
Yeah, it's really like a momentum. It's really the momentum for leading into next year. And I've been a part of bowl games. I played in the Orange Bowl at Carolina, so those types of things help you develop confidence into the next season. So even for the young guys that haven't got reps all season, a bowl game can really just propel that. One game playing in a bowl game can really propel them into next year. And we understand that. We want guys to understand it. We told guys, you might have not been relied on a lot throughout the season, but we're going to give you an opportunity to go out there and cut it loose. So, just lay it on the line for your brothers and go out there and play the best game you play. So we're doing that. We're going to let them continue to emphasize that to them and let everybody go out there and play their brand of football.
Eugene, I know you were probably already asked this, but what went into your decision to come back?
The biggest thing was, I want to build something special here, and the biggest thing to me was, we've seen those historic teams, the 2010 team, that 2014 with Coach Cadillac. I really do believe we could do something like that, and I'm working towards that personally. I'm going to demand that out of the team. This offseason, we're going to put our best foot forward, and we're going to, put our best foot forward and just be the best we can be for Auburn. This place deserves that. The fans deserve it. A lot of people interact with me on social media. I actually like to respond and, let them know how I feel. And, a lot of people truly do believe in us and believe in what we're building. So I want to put my best foot forward for them, and I feel that they deserve that. So, that was the biggest thing for me coming back, trying to build something special.
How close were you to going to the draft or doing something different? I mean, was it a hard decision?
Yeah, it was definitely a hard decision. I had to sit and talk about it. Someday I'll going back and forth, truthfully. Am I doing this? Am I doing that? But I just had to lean on the people that, I truly do respect. And I've talked to a lot of people. I've talked to NFL guys that are there now, and just them giving me feedback and all types of stuff. But the biggest thing was, the overwhelming thing in it all was, I wanted to win. I want to win, and I want to do it next year. And I think we can do that and be a historic team.
What was Coach Freeze's message to you throughout that? I mean, he probably wants you to stay, but he wants to do what's best for you. What was his role in that whole?
Yeah, one thing I do respect about Coach Freeze, and I could tell by some of the things I've seen, he's a straight shooter, and he'll tell you the truth. And he's always, he'll let you know he cares for his players. So it's a healthy balance of saying, oh, Gene, I want you to come back, but if it's not the best decision for me, he'll let me know. And he just, gave me feedback about what the scouts were saying in terms of my play, my production, and just saying that, second year in the scheme could help me a lot in terms of the draft and where I would go. And, he just wanted me have me back in terms of like building the culture of this team. And, I heard his words, and, they sat dear to my heart. And I, ultimately made that decision. And I feel like I'm 100% confident in the decision I made. I'm grateful to be back and build this thing for next year.